Welcome to the Senior Sage. Here, we believe that aging is a journey of discovery and vitality.
You hear it all the time, right? Seeds are the ultimate superfood. Sprinkle them on everything. But what if I told you that for those of us over 60, that universal health advice could be, well, dangerously wrong? We're going to dive into this because some of those healthy seeds sitting in your pantry right now might not be doing what you think they are.
I mean, just listen to that. That statement really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's a huge wake-up call that our bodies change as we age, and our nutrition has to change right along with them. So let's get into it and uncover the truth.
So we're kicking things off with what some call the superfood lie. And it's this idea that what's healthy for a 30-year-old is automatically just as healthy for a 65-year-old. But as we're about to see, that is definitely not always the case.
All right, let's just get right to it. We are going to look at 4 specific seeds that you might need to seriously rethink or even remove from your diet. And the first one, yeah, it's probably in your kitchen as we speak.
Okay, check out this disconnect. We think we're getting all those amazing, heart-healthy omega-3s, but in reality, our bodies just can't break through that super tough outer shell of whole flax seeds. Especially after 60, our stomach acid just isn't as strong as it used to be, so it's almost impossible. They basically pass right through you, totally undigested, and can even cause some serious backups in a slower digestive system.
Let me tell you about Arthur. He was 67. His story just makes this crystal clear. He was trying to do the right thing for stiff joints, right? But it turns out the whole seeds were the actual source of his pain. The very moment he switched to ground flax, his body could finally get to the good stuff inside, and poof, his symptoms were gone. It's such a perfect example of how the form of the food is just as critical as the food itself.
Now, this next one is way more serious. You might have seen apricot kernels hyped up online as some kind of secret cure, often called vitamin B17. But here's the hard scientific reality. There is no such thing as vitamin B17. It's not a vitamin, it's a marketing gimmick for a compound that your body literally converts into cyanide. Yes, that's cyanide.
George's story is genuinely frightening. He thought he'd found a longevity hack, but he was essentially microdosing a poison every single morning. And for seniors whose liver detox pathways have naturally slowed down, this is incredibly risky. His body was literally being starved of oxygen, which caused his blood pressure to drop to dangerous levels. The takeaway here couldn't be clearer. Please don't gamble your health on some unproven internet trend.
Okay, this one's probably going to surprise you. I mean, a poppy seed muffin. It seems so harmless, right? But those tiny little seeds can carry trace amounts of opiates. Now, for a younger person, it's usually no big deal, but for someone over 60, especially if you're taking medication for something like anxiety or sleep, it can create what's called a stacking effect. The opiates from the seeds pile on top of the medication's effects, and that can lead to some serious drowsiness, confusion, and a much, much higher risk of falls.
And it was Martha's fall that makes this so important. That low-grade sedation from her favorite muffin was interacting with her prescribed sleep aid, and it just made her unsteady on her feet. A simple switch in her breakfast, that's all it took, and the problem was solved. It's just a really powerful reminder to think about how even natural foods can have powerful interactions with medications.
All right, our last seed to avoid, quinoa. You know, it's been hailed as this miracle superfood, but it definitely has a dark side if you don't prepare it correctly. See, quinoa seeds are naturally coated in something called saponins. The best way to think of it is like soap. Seriously. And if you don't wash it off really, really well, it can actually scrub away the protective lining of your intestines. This can lead to what's called leaky gut and can drive inflammation all over your body.
Robert's story really shows you how potent this effect can be. For 2 whole years, he was unknowingly making his gut miserable and inflamed. A simple 30-day break from quinoa, that's it, allowed his body to heal, and the results were just dramatic. So the takeaway is simple, but it's vital. If you're going to eat quinoa, you absolutely have to rinse it until the water runs completely clear and stops foaming.
Okay. Enough of what to avoid. Let's pivot to the good stuff, the solution. Now we're going to talk about 4 incredible, powerful seeds you can add to your diet for some amazing benefits. These are your health upgrades. Let's start with the absolute perfect swap for those whole flax seeds we talked about, chia seeds. I'm telling you, when you prepare these correctly, they are a total game changer for your digestion, especially for seniors who might struggle with things like constipation or just staying hydrated.
And this number you see, 10x, that is their superpower. When you soak chia seeds, they totally transform. They soak up 10 times their own weight in water and create this incredible, gentle, soothing gel. This gel basically acts like a time-release water bottle for your body, hydrating you from the inside out and, well, making everything move along much more smoothly.
So here's how to do it right. Rule number 1, and this is a big one, it's a safety thing. Never eat them dry. They can actually expand in your throat and become a choking hazard. You always have to soak them first for at least 10 minutes until they get all gelatinous. And start small, just a half a teaspoon at first to see how your body feels. This simple prep step is the whole key to unlocking all those benefits for your gut and even your skin. All right, next up, a solution for one of the biggest complaints I hear from people over 60, broken sleep. If you are waking up multiple times a night to run to the bathroom, pumpkin seeds might just become your new best friend.
Will you look at that result? This number, 4 to 1, represents a real patient named James. His nightly bathroom trips went from 4 times a night down to just 1. So how does that work? Well, the unique compounds in pumpkin seeds help soothe an overactive bladder and support prostate health, which finally allows your body to get that deep, restorative rest it's been craving.
Now the trick here is to be precise. To get this amazing sleep-enhancing effect, you need to eat them raw and unsalted. A lot of the roasted pumpkin seeds you find in stores use inflammatory oils that can actually make the problem worse. Just a small handful about an hour before you go to bed is all it takes to help soothe your bladder for a full night's sleep.
Let's talk about our next seed, which helps with another really common sign of aging: skin that gets thin and seems to bruise if you just look at it wrong. The solution isn't some expensive cream. It's about rebuilding and fortifying your skin from the inside out.
Sunflower seeds are the undisputed king of vitamin E. It's this incredibly powerful antioxidant that acts like an internal shield for your skin, protecting the collagen and all the good fats in your skin cells from damage. And stronger cells mean more resilient, thicker skin that doesn't bruise so easily. Just a small handful a day is all it takes to build up this protection. And of course, just remember to grab the unsalted kind to skip all that extra sodium.
And now for what our source calls the grand reveal. This is the #1 top-tier seed for seniors. You know, one of the biggest fears for many people is sarcopenia. That's age-related muscle loss. Well, hemp hearts are pretty much the safest, most effective tool you can have in the fight to stay strong and independent.
So what makes hemp hearts so incredibly special is their protein structure. It's a type of protein called edestin. Think of it like a pre-digested protein. It's so similar to our own human blood plasma that our bodies can absorb it and use it for muscle repair almost instantly. There's no tough shell, no anti-nutrients, nothing to worry about. You just sprinkle these soft, nutty little seeds on your yogurt, your salad, whatever, and you're giving your body the perfect, most usable fuel to stay strong.
So let's just bring this all together. Look, this is not about some radical, crazy diet overhaul. Not at all. It's just about making small, really intelligent swaps, getting rid of the seeds that might be causing hidden issues and replacing them with ones that give you targeted, powerful benefits for your health after 60.
You know, by making these simple upgrades, you're not just eating food. You're actually giving your body the very medicine it might have been starving for. So the only question left is the one right here on your screen. Which one are you going to try first? A tiny change in your pantry can make a huge difference in how you feel every single day.